Alright, this is your U try. On example A, we have z to the 10th over z to the 5th. What is the first thing we need to do before we apply the quotient property or the division property of exponents? That is correct. We need to check whether or not the bases are the same. Let's go ahead and look at that right now. Looks like our bases are the same. So what do we do with the exponents if the bases are the same? That is correct. We're going to subtract them. So we're going to write it as one thing, z to the 10 minus 5. Be careful, it is top minus bottom. And 10 minus 5 will leave us with 5. Whoops. Z to the 5th. Alright, how about for the B example? Let's check the B example. So with the B example, I need to check whether they are the same base. Yes, they are the same base. I can go ahead and subtract them. So I have b to the 4th minus 19. 4 minus 19 will give me negative 15. And I've worked enough with negative exponents that I know that this needs to be 1 over b to the positive 15. Alright, for example C. Don't get confused. We have a lot more letters now. We have a lot more variables. So let's go ahead and let's write the a term first, the a variable. I'm going to subtract the top a exponent with the bottom a exponent, so 2 minus 4. And with the b variable, I'm going to subtract top minus bottom. Top is going to be 1 minus 3. Doing a little simplifying, a to the negative 2, b to the negative 2. But I'm allergic because both these are negative. So I need to bring both of them to the bottom. So a squared, b squared. Alright, for D, here we go. We have 5 over 25. With the coefficients, we're just going to simplify them like normal. So 5 over 25. I can divide top and bottom by 5. We can reduce the fraction and this becomes 1 over 5. So I know that much. That is knowledge prior to today. Now with the exponents on the variables, what should I do with them? That is correct. I'm going to subtract them. So I have m to the negative 3 minus negative 2. So don't forget top minus bottom. Keep track of your negatives, don't lose them. And I have n to the 4th minus negative 2. Alright, now let's go ahead and let's do a little arithmetic. So 1 over 5, and we have negative 3 minus negative 2. This is now a plus 2. So negative 3 plus 2 is going to give me m to the negative 1. And I have n to the 4 minus negative 2. That'll give me 6. Ooh, now let's go ahead and let's move our negative exponents. I'm going to bring this down. So on top I have 1, which I don't need to write 1. I have n to the 6. Over on the bottom I have this 5. And the m variable comes down to the bottom because of the negative exponents. I have m to the 1st, which I do not write, so just m. Alright, on this last one, this one's a doozy. Let's go ahead and see if you guys got this correct. We're going to go ahead and write out the x variable first, and we're going to subtract top minus bottom. So 2 minus 1. For the y, we're also going to do the same. So y, negative 1 minus 4. And for z, I have z 4 minus negative 3. Wow, that is fun. I'm going to do this a little bit over here. So x, 2 minus 1 is just going to give me 1. Y, negative 1 minus 4 is going to give me negative 5. And z, 4 minus negative 3. Minus negative 3 is the same as plus 3, so z to the 7. Now, which variables do I move down? All of them? That is correct. Only the y variable, because it has a negative exponent. So my final answer is x on top, z on top to the 7th, over y to the positive 5. Alright, out of these 5, the last 2 were challenging. Out of these 5, how many did you get correct?